Farmers and consumers of poultry products have again been put on red alert following the confirmation of an outbreak of avian flu disease by the Rivers State government in the state. The Director of Public Health Service in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Nnanna Onyegwere, told our correspondent that 2 farms in Choba in Obiapo local government area of Port Harcourt, the state capital, have already been affected. According to him, the ministry is appealing to owners of poultry houses in the state to report any strange signs noticed in their birds. The Ministry of Health has, however, assured residents that the government is on top of the situation to stem any possible spread of the disease. You're watching the news at 10. Coming up next is business news with Loretta Chogo in just a moment.
You first. First Bank.
Hello and welcome to Business News. The President has been advised to stop subsidy to ensure structural reforms and plug revenue leakages in the country if he will make headway in the ongoing anti-corruption drive. This advice is coming from the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria and Emir of Kano, Malam Muhammadu Sanusi. At an event in Lagos, the Emir said the Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation has been a drainpipe to the Nigerian economy for a long time, faulting the NNPC swap for crude oil. He also said Nigeria was not subsidizing the price of petroleum products, but was only hedging it as the oil subsidy is structured in a way that could give a lot of room for manipulation. And from the Nigerian Stock Exchange, the all-share index sustained its negative trend at week close despite a positive turnaround in the consumer goods and financial services sectors. Harriet Agbeyin has more.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. Trading at the Nigerian equities market closed in bear territory on profit taken from some market movers, including Dangote Cement. The all-share index fell further by 0.32% to end the session at 30,654.39 with a lower market capitalization of 10.50 trillion naira. Mobil, Dangote Cement and Julius Berger led the 20 other equities that recorded price drops. Mobil closed at 154 naira, Dangote Cement finished at 180 naira 50 kobo, while Julius Berger closed the session at 43 naira 31 kobo. On the other hand, Forte Oil, CAP and Nigerian breweries recorded the most gain for the day. The most actively traded are Guarantee Trust Bank, Diamond Bank and Zenith Bank. When stocks crossed the finish line, 165.83 million shares were exchanged by investors in 3,024 deals for a lower value than the previous session of 1.86 billion naira. Well, those are the day's trading figures. I'm Harriet Agbeyin.
Thank you, Harriet, and we move on. Fish and fish product is one of the largest imported items into Nigeria with an annual import bill of 125 billion naira. That's about $630 million. That's according to FBN analyst report released today. This import level is expected to meet domestic fish shortages estimated at 1.3 million metric tons. Central Bank data puts fish imports at $370 million for between January and May this year. In June, the Apex Bank changed the structure and economics of the fisheries segment when it included tinned fish in its list of 41 imported goods. The fisheries segment grew by 7% year-on-year in the first quarter of the year, representing 3% of agriculture gross domestic product. Following injections of liquidity from mature treasury bills and the CBN's refund of cash set aside by banks to buy dollars, interbank lending rates have eased to 14% from 40% last week. Now, the cost of borrowing among banks jumped to as high as 70% during the week after the central bank tightened liquidity to support the local currency. Last week, the regulator directed banks to pay for dollar purchases 48 hours in advance. Traders said about 183 billion naira in matured treasury bills was injected into the money market on Thursday by the central bank, causing rates to fall. Now, a number of unsold cargoes has kept price differentials for West African crude oil steady. Reports say there were around 20 cargoes of Nigerian oil on the market for September export out of a total of 64, with October cargoes due to emerge next week. U.S. crude oil also steadied after falling to its lowest in years as stockpiles and refinery shutdowns heightened concerns about global oversupply. After initially trading 38 cents higher at $42.61 a barrel, the commodity hit an intraday low of $41.35. Brent crude traded at $49, down 22 cents. The front month September Brent contract expires at the end of today. And now let's take a look at the global market figures.
You first. First Bank.
Loretta Chogo with the business stories. Meanwhile, as Nigerians try to diversify the economy, one subsector that seems not to have gotten much attention is foreign exchange trading. That's the reason why an international broker, Forex Time, is educating Nigerian traders at its Forex Trading and Investment Conference and Workshop in Lagos. The workshop provides technical analysis training as well as extensive awareness for participants. Our correspondent Kevin Obetin reports.
Knowledge, they say, is power, and successful traders are educated and knowledgeable traders. That forms the basis for this conference that attracted hundreds of experienced and prospective foreign exchange traders at the Muzon Center in Lagos. The two-day conference and workshop is put together by Forex Time, an international foreign exchange broker. It is designed to meet the needs of both beginner and experienced traders.
By the middle of the trading, we saw new traders being able to analyze the market on their own. That was the beauty of his teaching. By the third day, we were analyzing the market and taking their own trading decisions by themselves.
Facilitators make presentations that will help participants understand the fundamentals and trends in Forex online trading. The two-day workshop will have sessions where participants will be exposed to investment opportunities and technical analysis strategies in Forex trading. Kelvin Obetin, Channels Television News.
And still to come on the news at 10, Mark Mentors emerge champions of the Nigeria Basketball League. That's the sports news. Stay with us.